All right. Let's dive into how music really shapes our emotions, especially for motivation and stress relief.
Yeah, definitely. It's incredible how, irrespective of language or culture, music connects us all, right?
Absolutely. It's like even if you don't understand the words of, say, a foreign song, you still feel the emotions behind it. That emotional power,
Exactly.
you know?
Right, and it's really, interesting how each culture adds its own flavor. Like, for example, a Tamil person might vibe with Nattu Pura Paatu, while a Haryanvi might have a thing for Haryanvi Rajini.
Yeah. Yeah, totally. And it's not just limited to the traditional or cultural tracks, right? I mean, it's like even instrumental music or the soft strum of a guitar can hit the right mood for many people.
For sure, there's this whole range. Sometimes you might not be a fan of pop songs, but you get into a mood with a sad ballad or, even a rock anthem.
Exactly. And that notion that our different cultures might have distinct musical styles but are united by the overarching universal emotion, that's really the power of music.
Right, absolutely. So let's talk about, specifically how music serves as a dual source of motivation. One, a quick fix, and two, as a long-term source, right?
Uh yeah, totally. For instance, when you're stressed out or need an instant lift, listening to your favorite upbeat track can boost your mood
Yeah.
immediately. It's almost like a burst of energy.
When we talk about the short term, it's usually tied to that immediate release of, those feel-good chemicals in our brain, correct?
Exactly. It stimulates a rush of happy vibes. You know, the dopamine kick. And that helps shift your focus from whatever stress you're dealing with.
Right, exactly.
It's an instant relief.
However, I sometimes wonder, doesn't it risk being a temporary Band-Aid solution? I mean, it only lasts as long as the song does, right?
Yeah, that's a valid point. It's like you get swept away into that fantasy world for a while, but as soon as the track ends, reality kind of comes crashing back in.
That's true. So then, there's the long-term motivation angle. How does that work again?
Well, it's kind of clever. Think about it. You have those songs that take you back to your childhood or remind you of previous happy times.
Yeah,
Whenever you're
exactly.
humming them, they reawaken those old positive feelings.
Right? And those memories, they stick with you longer. It's like your brain is rewinding to a time when things felt simpler or better.
Yes, precisely. And that nostalgic connection helps you maintain an uplifted spirit, even when you're not actively playing music. It's like an internal
I get
reservoir of
that.
happy memories.
Interesting. But don't you think there's a risk in over-relying on those nostalgic triggers? I mean, if we get too caught up in that fantasy, it might distract us from engaging with the real world, right?
I see what you're saying. There's definitely a balance to be maintained. Music should lift you up and give you that strength to, you know, tackle concrete tasks, not just let you drift into a daydream indefinitely.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's like, music provides a temporary escape, but it's crucial not to let that be our only strategy for dealing with challenges.
Right. And it's also about being mindful, using music intentionally. If you're in a deep work mode, you may opt for something subtle or instrumental to enhance focus rather than distract.
Yeah. On the flip side, there are times when you just need that, celebratory adrenaline rush from a favorite track to power through, say, a long workout or demanding projects.
Absolutely. And it's like some people even find that humming a tune or remembering a catchy jingle brings that energy back even when music isn't playing.
Right. It's almost like self-induced motivation. Yeah, it's quite, fascinating how the brain works that way. Our minds, they connect deeply with those sound bites from our past and, use them as anchors.
Exactly. And there's an interesting cultural angle here too. When you consider how every generation has its own, soundtrack, from TV theme songs to movie scores, these become markers of different life stages.
Very true. Right? And those sounds often evoke the spirit of an era, like recalling your favorite superhero TV show or, a particular film score that inspired you back in the day.
Oh, totally. It's like a time capsule of emotions. And, in our professional or stressful moments, revisiting that can actually give you, an energy boost.
Exactly, I get that. But I guess we have to, caution ourselves not to, overindulge in that nostalgia. Sometimes being anchored in the past might, prevent us from innovating in the present.
Yeah, I agree. And that's the critique I was thinking about too. It's important to, appreciate the memories, but also to engage actively with current challenges.
Absolutely. So the takeaway seems to be, balancing your musical escapism with active life engagement. You harness the emotional lift without, getting too lost in fantasy land.
Exactly. It's all about, intentional listening. Use music as like the secret sauce for motivation, whether it's for, short bursts of energy or long-lasting inspiration, all while keeping grounded in reality.
Yep, totally. And another cool aspect is, that music is so diverse. Even if you're not into a particular genre like, say, Bollywood or Western pop, there's always something that resonates with your own cultural roots.
Right. Exactly. Like, if someone isn't into mainstream tracks, they might gravitate towards their own cultural tunes, traditional songs that carry deep, personal, and communal significance.
Indeed. It's almost like every type of music. Whether it's, an upbeat dance number, a soulful ballad, or even the simple sound of an instrument, has its own unique trigger for motivation.
True. And the beauty is that, no matter where you come from, you can find that one song that makes you, feel invincible or helps you
Right,
unwind.
yeah. Speaking of invincibility, remember those moments when, you're waiting in line, and in the midst of everyday chaos, a familiar tune just transports you to another world?
Exactly. It's like you're physically in a queue, but mentally you're running free in a nostalgic wonderland. Those little escapes, they actually do wonders for our mental state.
All of that is so true. And to wrap it all up, while music is definitely one of the most powerful tools we have for self-motivation and, stress relief, we should also be cautious. It's, a tool that works best when we use it wisely and, not as an escape from truly addressing our reality.
Exactly. Use it for that necessary dose of emotional uplift to remind you of happy memories or pump you up for a task, but always come back to your own life and challenges with renewed energy.
Right on. Definitely. It's really cool how music and motivation interplay across different aspects of life. And luckily, we all have a soundtrack that speaks to us uniquely.
Yeah, it's like every note, every rhythm has the power to reframe our mindset. And that's why music is such a universal language, forging connections that go way beyond words.
Absolutely, it's universal indeed. Well said. It's been a pretty enlightening discussion on how music not only connects cultures, but also inspires and motivates us in so many profound ways.
Couldn't agree more. And using these insights, anyone can literally tap into this emotional well and fuel both short bursts of energy and long-term mood uplift.
Exactly. All right then. Here's to harnessing the power of music in our daily lives, staying motivated, inspired, and keeping that balance between fantasy and reality.
Cheers to that, and thanks for such an engaging conversation. Catch you next time with more explorations into the ways our minds and culture interact.
Yes, indeed.